comes a moment when silence feels louder than pain, when you can't cry anymore, when everything you held together finally falls apart. That was my moment, the day I broke. It didn't happen in public. No one saw, no one heard. It was quiet. So quiet it scared me. Inside, everything shattered. Dreams, plans, pieces of me I thought were unbreakable. I looked in the mirror and didn't know who I was anymore. My eyes were empty. My heart was tired. My soul was begging for peace. I thought that was the end, that there was nothing left in me. No strength, no hope, no fight. But then, somewhere deep inside, something moved, something small, a flicker, a whisper. It said, "Get up." Not loud, not fierce, just steady, just true. So I did. Not because I was ready, not because I was healed, but because I refused to stay broken. That was the day I chose to rise. My legs shook, my heart hurt, but I stood, and that was enough. There was no applause, no light, no miracle, only me, standing in the ruins. But in that moment, I felt something. Power. Quiet power. The kind that comes after pain. The kind you earn, not receive. I realized strength doesn't roar. It whispers. I carried my scars like armor. Every one of them told a story of survival, of nights I thought would never end. People see the strength now. They say, "You're strong." But they didn't see the nights I broke again, the mornings I almost gave up. They didn't see the tears that burned, the hands that trembled, the silence that nearly killed me. They see the fire, but they don't see what it costs to keep it alive. That's what strength really is, the quiet fight when no one's watching, the choice to keep going when everything says stop. I stopped asking, "Why me?" and started saying, "Try me." Every scar became a lesson. Every failure became fuel. Every loss became light. The world still tests me. Pain still visits. But I face it differently now. I don't fear the storm. I've learned how to stand in it. Because when you've fallen that far, you stop fearing the ground. I rise differently now. Not to prove anyone wrong. Not to make them see. But to remind myself that I can. I rise with peace. I rise with scars. I rise with quiet fire. Every time I fall, I rise faster. Every time I break, I heal stronger. Because the part of me that refuses to die is louder than the part that hurts. And that's why I keep rising. Even when no one believes, even when no one claps, even when no one understands. I don't rise for them. I rise for me. For the version of me that thought it was over. For the nights I almost let go. For the strength I never knew I had. Now I walk with calm fire. Not loud, not proud. Just sure. Because I know pain doesn't last forever. But the will to rise, that never fades. The world can break me again. It can take everything again. But it will never take my choice. The choice to stand. The choice to breathe. The choice to rise. And that's what I'll keep doing. Every time life knocks me down, every time it tests my fire, I'll get up again. Not because I'm fearless, but because I've already seen the worst. And I survived. That's my power. That's my truth. That's my story. The day I broke was the day I was reborn. The day I fell was the day I learned to rise. And from that day forward, I've never stayed down again.